Hi, everyone. Welcome to our spiritual sojourn. So glad that you're joining us. Hey, Tom, how's it
Hello,
going?
Laurie.
Hi.
Let's start
So,
over.
okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to spiritual sojourn. Let's start over. It's gonna be one of those days.
2 hours later.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our spiritual sojourn. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome. Hi, Tom. Glad to see you.
Hello, Laurie. It's great to see you as well.
Yeah. So, what's happening today? What are we talking about?
Well, I thought it was very interesting that we got some great messages the last couple of weeks,
Hmm.
and we brought through some big wigs, and I thought the fact that they came through just so casually was quite. It was that part was very fascinating to me. So you seem to be able to bring them through with ease. And yeah, I sage the house and sprinkle holy water everywhere, and but it's really not like that at all. It turns out they're just wanting to speak with us. What are your thoughts about that?
Yes, I think I had to unlearn a lot of what church taught me about interacting with spirit and with God or Jesus or whoever. And yeah, what I find is it's more like having a conversation with a best friend or somebody you know. It's like sitting with your buds, at the bar, having a drink and chatting about the day is how I experience it most of the time. Now, when this group that I call the Guardians come through, initially it had always been for me a rather formal thing, and I could feel the energy because their energy is really big and strong, and it always signaled to me that some big message was coming through. And I think that's true, because of who they are and what they do in the universes and with us. And at the same time, as I've worked with them more and more, it's like now I still feel that big energy. And when they show up, sometimes I go, oh crap, what's the message today? And there's also this familiarity now and this comfort that they feel like friends and we just have a good chat most of the
Hmm?
time. So, and I feel like that's what happened, especially last week, because I did not anticipate them showing up. And, but if, even though the message was, I thought, pretty intense, it still felt very casual to me and like they were just wanting to share and give us information about what's coming and what we're doing, that sort of
Mhm.
thing. So I just have a real, I appreciate the relationship I have with spirit now, whoever they are, because I do feel like it's more personal and that they're buddies. They're not just this woo, look, it's this incredible angel that's talking to me. It's more of, okay, how are we working together here? What's the message? Or, they're here to support me in getting through my craziness in the moment, which is always good.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that may be the part that I like the best about what has happened the last couple of weeks is just how informal and casual those conversations were. And there was no hail to the chief playing in the background. None of that formality.
Right.
I always think back to second grade when the Cub Scout leader came to visit us, and the teacher said, "Everybody, you be on your best behavior," and where everybody's running around in fear. And that's just the Cub Scout leader. And he's thinking, boy, I can't wait to get through this and get home. And we're jumping through hoops. And it's a mindset that we've built ourselves that
Yeah.
says you have to be at your best and everything has to be perfect for this to happen. But the fact of the matter is they know us at our worst. And it doesn't
Right.
necessarily matter. Um,
Right.
they're just communicating with us, and we don't have to stand at attention and play hail to the chief. It just isn't part of it.
Exactly. It's like we don't have to be perfect, and it's not a hierarchy. Humans tend to make everything a hierarchy, it seems to me. And so, and we have little boxes for everything. So if you're Archangel Michael, oh my heavens, you're so much bigger and higher than everybody else and all the other archangels. And it's like, nah, they all work together. It's us that put those labels on them, I feel like. And so they work with us though in the same way if we let them. I mean, we can have a hierarchy, and I think we just do because that's us as humans. And I don't know that they do or that it matters all that much.
Mhm.
And for me, I've found the more I can just have a conversation with them like regular folk, then they're always right there and they're always supportive. And what I've been told from like my soul self and my guides, that's what they want. They want to be there and be available to us all the time. Give you an example. Friday night, I'm driving home and my car goes weird. It's like engine light comes on, I lose power. It's still driving, but it's kind of being wonky. And so I'm screaming at my guides, what now? What now? What do I do? And so they were saying, just keep driving, you're fine. But I was starting to panic and they said, okay, pull over, and they had me turn off the engine. I'm like, okay, what do I do? So they told me to call a friend, like on those TV shows, you get a helpline, call your friend. And so I did that. He said, you're fine, just drive home. So I did. But I knew that my guides were right there with me and walked me through it, kept assuring me everything was okay, and it was. But I knew they were there, and if I listened to them, then I got through my panic and it was all okay in the end. And the car got fixed and, I'm all right now.
Mhm.
But in that moment, I at least had the presence now to not just panic, but to really check in with my team, to check in with my guides, with calling the angels to protect me in my car. And they did. I knew they were there. I had no doubt about that.
Mhm.
In fact, they had protected me all the way from not being on I-25 when this happened, but just being on Santa Fe, almost home to my turnoff. So
Mhm.
it worked out. And I know that they had guided that completely.
And in order to receive that, at no point did you have to submit it in writing in nice calligraphy. And at no point was Hail to the Chief playing in the background.
No.
It was,
And I didn't have to burn incense or have the angels chorus in the background, nothing of that. No, I just yelled out at them. It's like, oh my God, tell me what to do. What's going on with my car? And they helped me and they told me what was going on with my car.
so I think that's the theme for today is not everybody can always do that. Some people can do it sometimes, but I
Yeah,
think we all have the connection and the possibility. And sometimes you ask a question and you don't get an answer, right? Well, I think that happens quite often because sometimes knowing the answer might not be in your best interest, or it might spoil the lesson for you, whatever.
or the answer may come in a way that we don't expect. That's what I've learned is that I can ask for something or ask a question, but then I have to pay attention to how that information comes to me. It doesn't always come in the way that I expect it to come. And sometimes I don't, I can reach out and, it's not, none of us are perfect at this. It's kind of, where we are. And in that moment, can we calm down enough to really pay attention to what guidance they're giving us?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think the takeaway, just to say it one more time, we don't have to be at our best.
Yeah.
We can just be our grubby old self, having a normal conversation with
Yeah.
our spirit guides who know us at our best, but they also know us at our worst.
Right. And they love us unconditionally all the time. And they're always here to help us. They want us to call on them in those moments of the worst stress when we aren't at our best, for
Mhm.
sure. Yeah.
Yep. And I do think that based on some of the interactions we've had, they crack up and they laugh at us or maybe with us, but they're having a good time doing it as well. It's not a burden onto them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They love us so much and we are funny, and right, they laugh with us. Because I feel like they laugh at me, but I think they're laughing with me eventually when I see that it's laughable. But yeah, they want to support us. They're like your best friend hanging out with you, having those conversations. Yeah.
So that's really what happened last week and the week before.
Yeah.
And it's you and I both thought it was important to bring that out today. Is there anything else about that you want to throw in and add to that or
Hang on. Somebody's stepping in. They have something to say. We would just like to emphasize that formality is not needed with us, for we are part of you in many ways. We see you in all of your best and all of your worst as a human. As a soul, we only see your light, the love that you are, that divine spark that lives within the human body. And we love you unconditionally. We encourage you to treat us as a friend, to call on us at all times, to have conversations, ask us questions, and then allow for the answer to unfold. You may hear it in that exact moment. It may unfold over time. That builds the trust with us and you begin to learn that we are always with you, that you can trust that. It does not require you to do any special prayers, anything special at all. Do not eat special food. Do not smudge your house. It does not matter. Simply call on us and we will be there with you. We enjoy spending time with you. And yes, if you would like to go out and have a drink, invite us and we will be there with you as well. We
Okay.
can sit at the bar and chat with you just as easily as we can in the car.
I love that idea. I love that idea.
So, hey, next time you're going out, invite your team along and they'll come and hang out with you and have a party too.
Sounds to me like we're going to have to do a podcast from the bar someday.
That would be lovely.
Okay. Well, on that, that was a great way for them to sum that up for us. I'm glad they stepped in.
Mhm.
And that really does just kind of bring it all together. Okay. Anything else you'd like to add, Laurie?
I don't think so. I think that they said it all.
They said it all and it speaks very well for itself.
Mhm.
Okay, well, this one's a short and sweet one today. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button. And if you haven't already, share it with a friend or subscribe or do both. They're both free. And if you have a question for us on this or anything else, please write it in the comments. We also have a community page that you can use if you'd like. And you can always reach us at ourspiritualsojourn@gmail.com. And with that, we thank you for your attention and we hope to see you again soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Well, that was fun.